Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be working on the 6.0 motor yet again. So, come up here, got the rocker boxes. Don't worry about that. that's the hole in the tire, and my new one, that is junk. More to come on that, but regardless, we're going to be getting the heads on that motor today. So, with that being said, we're gonna get down here to the shop. Again, I come up here, grab the rocker boxes. I also have some stuff in the back seat of the truck. So, yes. And I'm also gonna pull this down to the shop because I'm gonna have to go here in about an hour and pick up a torque wrench. So our torque wrench only goes up to 150. We need considerably more than 150. So anyway, in the last video, y'all seen we started putting the truck back together, or the motor rather, back together, and we got our studs started in the motor and the block. That's another thing I had to grab from up here, is I had all my bits for Torx, Allen, inverted Torx, was all up there. So I had to come grab that as well. But anyway, let's run up here, or let's run in here. I need to run those down with our bits. So we'll run the studs down all the way, get them bottomed out the way they're supposed to be, and then we'll get our new Powerstroke products heads unboxed. Go ahead and get the gaskets coated in copper spray. I bought some copper spray this morning. I'll show you all that, and then I'll come back and get this stuff. Like I said, got some copper spray this morning. We're going to spray the gaskets for the block side of those, and like I said, get ready to start throwing the heads on. So, like I was saying, we got the studs in, or started. Need to put the dowel pins in as well before we get too ahead of ourselves. We'll get the dowels in. We also need to get the rear main seal and the front seal in as well. We'll work on that afterwards. I'm going to have to find a seal installer. But this morning, picked up some copper spray that we're going to spray on the head gaskets on the block side, just to be certain that there's no funny business. So anyway, I'm going to get this stuff out of the truck. It's now raining, so that's cool. I'm going to get this stuff out of the truck. We'll get the studs run down and get after it here. So our new heads, the 18 mil heads, are in this box, or boxes. So we will also open those up and take a look at them. But anyway, let's get going here, and let's get these heads set on this block. Alright guys, so I'm working on putting all this together. Now, I know this is probably a while back, but with our blessed performance regulator return, have these fittings. Now, with these fittings here, these orbital, I think what they call them, fittings, are going to go in the back of the heads. Since we're doing new heads, we're going to put those in, and while the motor's out of the truck, we're going to go ahead and put those in out of the truck. So those will go on the back of the head, and we have a lot more room to do them while the head is on the bench versus in the truck. So regardless, we are going to do that. Again, while we have access to everything's easily accessible, we're going to go ahead and get those in. But first, we're going to go ahead and get the heads on the block. That way I can show y'all just a little bit better. All right, so here we have one of our Powerstroke products, O-ringed heads with the 18 mil dowels. So these things are beautiful. But regardless, over here we got one of our head gaskets out, and again, we are going to do some copper spray on the gasket, on the back side of the gasket where it meets the block. We are going to spray it, so that will be that. But like I said, we have our Powerstroke products head gaskets that we're going to be installing, and then also coming up, y'all will see this. This is for our Blessed Performance Regulator return. We're going to go ahead and get those fittings in the heads as well. So anyway, the studs are all tightened down. They're not super tight. I'm going to look and see what they recommend as far as tightening them. I think just snug is fine, but I want to make sure. And then like I said, we'll spray these, and then we'll go ahead and get our heads ready to set. So working on cleaning the rocker boxes. Got this one all cleaned up, and we're making progress. So anyway, like I said, we're going to get that other one cleaned up there, and keep moving forward. All right, so a few days later here, we got a torque wrench. So I actually had this, got it yesterday, but anyway, very nice torque wrench. Big thank you to my buddy Chris for letting me use this. I did go get some fresh batteries today, so we're gonna throw those in it. I think he said he's used this thing like once or twice. He bought it when he built his LS truck a few years ago, and like I said, used it, like I said, once or twice. But anyway, we got the rocker boxes cleaned up, so they're good. We got one of our heads opened up here. One thing I do need to do is I do need to wipe this down with some brake clean, because it's got oil on it from the whole assembly process, which is fine. I mean, that's standard. But like I said, we'll wipe that down with some brake clean. We got, where'd it go? Oh, it's over here. Our copper spray. So like I said, we do have our copper spray we're going to throw on there, and then we have our head gaskets in here. So we do have our copper spray here, we're going to throw on there, and then we have our head gaskets. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to go ahead, we're going to get that guy cleaned up and ready to go. Then we'll come over here, we will spray our gaskets with our copper coat on the block side, and we'll go ahead and set the heads on, set the rocker boxes on, and get to torquing these guys down. And go ahead, we're going to get this side done, then we'll hop on the other side, get it done as well. Also in this truck, we had a bolt in the rocker box in the very back and in the very front. We'll throw those back in as well. And I think that's it. Push rods in, rockers on, inner roll bolts, push rods before the rockers, and then like I said, injectors and glow plugs will be next. All right, so we got our head set on. Like I said, we sprayed the gasket with the copper spray. We got the head set on. Also, before we put the heads on, we did wipe the deck surfaces with some brake clean just to clean them up a little bit. So that is that. We also got our rocker bridges back on, and now we're gonna go ahead and throw our inner roll bolts in. We got these from Gator. Big thank you to Gator. But like I said, we get these from Gator. We're gonna throw those in up here, and then we'll get those torqued to 25. So that'll be good. On these, we got our rocker box back on with the 2 bolts back in it. On this truck, we had one at the very back and at the very front. So, like I said, I am going to get our inner roll bolts in, get those torqued. I believe those torqued to 25, if I remember correctly. Y'all double check all these, but throw a little assembly lube on the washers just to make sure they're good. So after that, over here we have all of our rockers. We did keep these in order when they came out. We kept all the bolts with them. So this is the front, obviously. Well, passenger, driver, front. But like I said, we'll get these thrown back in. He's going to work on throwing the new Powerstroke products push rods in, getting those greased up. And like I said, we'll get those thrown in. And then after that, we will set these on and just keep moving forward. So like I said, we're making pretty good progress with this. And then once we get this side together, we'll move on to the passenger side here. And like I said, just keep it moving. All right, guys. So we got the heads, or the head studs, rather, all torqued. Got these guys torqued. Got these torqued. Inner rows are torqued. The glow plugs, you can see them down in there. They are in. And well, it's 7 o'clock here, so I'm gonna call it a day. And I think that's gonna be a wrap for this video. So next we have over here our holders injectors that we're gonna be throwing in, and I believe that might be it for now. So we're gonna throw the injectors in, get the valve covers on. So once the valve covers are on, this should be good for in here, I believe. Same buddy I borrowed the torque wrench from says he has a seal installer, so that'll be awesome. I have to remind him. That reminds me to remind him. But regardless, I'll send him a message. That ain't no big deal. But regardless, I think while we have that really, really nice torque wrench, I'm going to purchase one of those at some point. Just to have, because I love that thing. That thing is nice. We have 3 different torque wrenches. I don't know where the other one's at. But, I mean, these guys are nice. But, they're just old click style torque wrenches. Whereas Chris's over there, it's got newton meters, it's got angles, it's got, I think it's got kilometer or kilograms, all that kind of stuff. That thing is super, super nice. But while we have it, we're going to throw the injectors in. We'll probably do that tomorrow. And then we'll throw the starter on this thing, get that in. We also have a Blessed Performance regulated return. So we have fittings, they're over here. We do have these fittings that we're going to go ahead and install before the motor goes in. Make that nice and easy. So as you can see, I have a bunch of bolts to clean as well. But those go in the back of the heads. So I figured instead of fighting the up pipe and the down pipe, we'll go ahead and throw those in just to be safe. And again, it'll make it a lot easier doing it here. Also need to throw the flywheel on. Like I said, we'll throw the starter in, flywheel. What else? The oil cooler is staying out until we get it in the truck. The IPR, we'll throw that in when it's in the truck. It ain't a big deal because it's not difficult to get to. But stuff like the glow plug harnesses, the starter, obviously the flywheel because the transmission in the truck, and a few other things. Like I said, we'll go ahead and do out here, just while it's easy to get to. So that's that. We do have some stainless manifolds on the way, so we gotta wait for those. I don't know if I'm gonna run those, but they are on the way. So we're gonna test those out and see if we like them. But we're making progress. So we need to get the rear main seal on. We need to get the front seal on, and that should be it seal wise. And then, like I said, everything on the top of the engine we'll do in the truck. So we're making really, really good progress, guys. So I know I look like a mess. I got oil all over my hands and everything else. But I'll turn that light off back there. But regardless, we are making really, really nice progress on the truck. So, but very, very happy about that. So, over here, our parts pile is dwindling down. But we do have new diesel sand pipes and dummy plugs. Under here, we have our oil rails with our HHC nipple cups, if y'all didn't see that. Our new Turbo turbo. We have our new intercooler here. So we do have more parts for the truck, but our pile is getting smaller by the day, which is nice. I also have a new AC compressor we're going to throw in the truck, and somewhere in that box we have a new whatchamacallit, I'll think about it, evaporator. So we'll throw that in as well, and a new orifice tube for the AC system. Try to go ahead and completely take care of that while we're also here. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to be a wrap for this one. So with that being said, if y'all enjoyed today's video or found it helpful, please drop a like and comment down below. Smash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope everybody has a great day.